on Uptown Radio, 98.5 FM. Broad Street, we out here.
You're listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.
You are tuned in to Most Slept On Radio, 98.5 FM, Uptown Radio.
You should know we cool in the groove when we ride. Breaking up the rules, but we do what you like. And it's so fly, so it's alright. And I'm gonna be alright, so you're gonna be alright.
I am no Nebuchadnezzar, but you never forget him. Pray to the heavens, appropriating my levels. Fresh as a senator, presenting my speech. Very clever through endeavors, making space for the peace. And she likes what I write. It's right to get deep, but it's light and it's fun, and we can live cause it just begun. Become what you want, just don't front. Have patience, there's way more to come. Destiny don't run. Talk a little one-on-one in the sun. On a Thursday afternoon, feeling the vibe, connect the mind with the tongue. She on the phone about the park, my people's ordering rum. Way before happy hour, it was 1:45. Vacate days and things we blaze. The days get lazy, night gets crazy. She not my girl, she my baby. And we don't pay the fee, it's getting wave, man. Wave, man. Found the extra 50 on the pavement.
We cool in the groove when we ride. Breaking up the rules, but we do what you like. And it's so fly, so it's alright. And I'm gonna be alright, so you're gonna be alright.
Making music, I'm thinking, raving, creating to it. I speak fluent cause I was blessed with the genes to do it. Delete the stress, it's not a mess when you two step into it. With no illusion, baby girl, is Betty Cooper to it. That's a movement of a unit, yes indeed we do it. Something to splash in the glass and relax with the staff. The extra hours paid off, now we know to have. Got something sour, something soft, and something sweet to have. Feeling generous and free, making people mad. Contemplating solutions, I have no time for stupid. Reality has given me ability to last. Make advancements with my equals, we all on the path. Keep fiction out the music, can't help but do it. I'm a musician with a dash of pimpin', pulpittin', written or unwritten. It doesn't make any difference. Half Muslim, half Christian, we winning with us.
Cool in the groove when we ride. Breaking up the rules, but we do what you like. And it's so fly, so it's alright. And I'm gonna be alright, so you're gonna be alright.
Talk to them, my lord, talk to them. Yeah.
See, life goes in phases. The ball keeps rolling, and even though the game fucked off, I keep strolling. Facebook posting, east to west coasting. Pop another one of these Molly, so I'm floating. Catch me on a fishing boat, champagne toasting. Freaking mommy, asking me to rub her down with lotion. Can't make gains if you move in slow motion. This notion that I'm done is what John and Arch was hoping. Being on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gonna be. And y'all been on some crump shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me.
Groove set, fall back ain't vicious. Sam Malone, that boy known on park benches. Bar stools, trenches, up and down 9-5. Life been hectic, so I feel tank and drive. Swap mind frame, flip flop Jane. Off the time, man, for this time frame, it's mine, man. Couple nods and dips, but after trip, it's grind, man. So I twist the ting of palm tree and breathe.
Been on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gonna be. And helping on some crushing shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me.
So what's it gonna be? Let's talk about it, like.
I guess tonight's the night to do it if we gonna do it.
I mean, let's move then, cause I ain't really with the nut shit, you know what I'm saying?
Solid. It is what it is. Been on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gonna be. Y'all been on some crushing shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me. Been on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gonna be. And y'all been on some crushing shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G-shoe, y'all niggas ain't working with me.
The ultimate mission to the hottest thing I talk, the hottest thing I walk, the hottest thing I move on the streets. No one can touch this. Talk to them, we're done. We kill everything we see. Murderation, we kill everything we see. See? Yeah.
Too many consumers hooked to the balls, won't be unsung, won't be overlooked cause of frauds, promoting poison to children. Congress pushing new laws, opening more prisons, they want us to take a fall. Tough, pray for us all, country pushing division, Trump won't phase us at all. A puppet for the system, about to be a bumpy ride. Buckle up when you get in, hood hungry for knowledge, while I'm up in the kitchen preparing food for thought. Sharing Jews was taught, life is about taking risks, whether win or lose you fall. Don't be discouraged, learn from your mistakes, be determined. I'm many cues, world full of bishops, be observant. I'm loyal to the ones who deserve it. Believe it, I know you see it. Ones who be the closest be deceivers. The ones who pose as the strongest be the weakest. Only right I explode on this mic, I know they need it. They got the game wrong, promoting nonsense, we sick and tired of the same song. Too much fake it till you make it, well it's something to believe. Last of the true MCs, indeed, this is what they need. They got the game wrong, promoting nonsense, we sick and tired of the same song. Too much fake it till you make it, well it's something to believe. Last of the true MCs, this is what they need. I hear mommy in the back of my dome like sun focused. Ain't got no time for slacking, you're grown. With that said, here to capture the throne, hold it for ransom. Revolution is coming, I'm composing an anthem. Liberation is overdue. So I give inspiration while in the vocal booth. Ain't a bit of fake and they know it's truth. Trials and tribulations more than my youth. Been through hell and back, born when the devil is that. That's the pressures of popping weapons and selling crack. Counting my blessings cause I'm destined to prevail from rap. Flow special like disability, gifted with disabilities. It's NBA Jam and Mortal Kombat trilogy. It comes natural, simply this is what passion do, nothing dramatical. On point and keep it factual. Won't pledge allegiance to demons with racist attitudes. That RBG flag, the only one that gained my gratitude. They got the game wrong, promoting nonsense, we sick and tired of the same song. Too much fake it till you make it, well it's something to believe. Last of the true MCs, indeed, this is what they need. They got the game wrong, promoting nonsense, we sick and tired of the same song. Too much fake it till you make it, well it's something to believe. Last of the true MCs, indeed, this is what they need. Yeah, this is what they need. I said this is what they need. They got the game wrong. Too much fake it till you make it. Say, yeah. It's for the heart. It's from the heart. They knew that from the start.
Taking no days off. Thunder fam. I've come way too far to just stop now. There's no way I'm gonna back down.
Back down.
There's no way I'm gonna back down.
Back
There's no way I'm gonna back down. Quitting's not an option. I've come way too far to just stop now. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. Quitting's not an option. Let's get it poppin'. On my downfall, they've been plotting, sneak this and counting me out. All the while intently watching every move I'm making. That's the biggest mistake. Let's separate the real from the fake. The time that you take to study me, so-called enemy. Wisely, I utilize mine and redirect your energy. Focus mentally on the task at hand. I got that flavor, they bland. So frito, sazon adobo. Better slow down before you crash land. Sonny Bono, oh no. Now you trying to tell me how it's supposed to go though. Like you my father, you just mad cause my flow is hotter than molten lava. Volcano erupts, destroying everything in my path that I must. In order to get where I need to go, determined and dedicated, they just put on a good show. So from this draw your conclusion and write your synopsis. Cause for me, quitting's not an option. For me, quitting's not an option. I've come way too far to just stop now. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. Quitting's not an option. I've come way too far to just stop now. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. Quitting's not an option.
I serve it on bit, a long way from home, fulfilling. I can't stand it no more, be planted on the floor. Took advantage of the yang of the score. In a matter of time, things change around while they jocking. We in the lab rocking, processing info. Once in a while, change up the tempo. Wasn't like a blister or a pimple, just that plain and simple. Manipulated minds, please find the time to give about mine. Your twisted ways giving me a reason to shine. Why y'all acting so plastic? Why they gotta conduct themselves in that fashion is all I'm asking. My passion's my passion. The faster I move, the harder they push to be up in the groove. The smarter I get, the harder it is to come to terms. I sometimes regret letting fools observe what I learn. Watching Babylon burn is what I yearn for. I'm the prophet Elijah from the heavens. I'm watching, waiting for that fateful day. Until then, me and Kel's gonna keep faith and keeping on saying.
I've come way too far to just stop now. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. Quitting's not an option. I've come way too far to just stop now. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. There's no way I'm gonna back down. Quitting's not an option.
Shut up. You. What's up? It's Dad. Good morning. I just want to tell you a couple things real quick. Couple things. You know.
And I be talking to my daughter like, listen up, I'm just teaching you about life. People be lying, so you gotta look them in the eye. Watch these guys, they can't control themselves all the time, never get out of character. Certainly they gonna try. Self-preservation, always keep that on your mind. Always build yourself up, remain confident. The internet is fake, don't you worry what they talking. Remember all that you've achieved, you can be what you see. Know that if you put in work, you gon' get just what you worth. The bloodline is super thorough, you a hot demand, girl. Yo, one day you gon' be the man, girl. I'm just playing, but I'm saying though, I know I talk a lot, I gotta learn you something though. After you shake hands with people, wash your hands, yo. Create beautiful things, let your craft grow. Cause you can make bread off of that, and there your cash go. If you got time to chill, then you got time to build. Life is like a game of cards, be sure to keep them all concealed. Keep it 100, especially if they don't keep it real.
And that's how we do it, you know what I'm saying? Always forward, never backward. Doing our thing every day.
What is it you say?
yeah, you do hear. You know, I never seen a wild thing feel sorry for itself. You know why? That tiger out there being free. Be the tiger, be free. Go get it.
Go on and get what to get on, get up, get down, and get it now. I'll talk to you later. I love you. Peace.
You're tuned in to Most Slept On Radio, 98.5 FM, Uptown Radio.
Hi, this is Linda Richardson, president of the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation. The Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation is a nonprofit, tax-exempt organization and is the owner of the historic Uptown Theater and WJYN 98.5 FM. The restoration of the Uptown Theater into a multimedia tech center needs your help. We are requesting donations to restore the Uptown Theater to preserve R&B history and renovate the theater into a performing arts venue. For more information, call 215-236-1878 or visit PhiladelphiaUptownTheater.org and make an online donation.
Yo, what's up? This is the Most Slept On Radio Show. You rockin' with Teef, Big Cuz, Irv, your host Sam Malone, and KK in the cut. We out here, yeah.
Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM. This is Most Slept On Radio because it is after 7 p.m. and before 9 p.m. on a Wednesday evening. So this is Sam Malone, sipping with Sammy Barstool Rug. I'm in the Situation Room with Teef. Teef, what's up?
What's up, man? I'm just cooling in the cut, lining these songs up. I got some new joints I'm gonna put on tonight, so I'm just lining these joints up right now.
That's what's up.
You know
That's
what
what's
I mean?
up.
We got good company in the building.
Absolutely. I also got Irv with me. Irv,
Yes,
what's
sir.
goody?
Hey, you know, you already know. I'm out here. We out here.
We out
No
here.
Slept On.
We in here.
RV the
You
Villain.
gonna go with all the catchphrases?
I'm going with everything. All the catchphrases. I'm bringing everything back. Yellow sneakers, Def Jam, Reebok, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just went hard.
All that.
Cuz your mic work?
Usually it takes a couple seconds for my mic to work, but I hope it's working right now.
on?
What's going on, everybody's favorite cuz, Big Cuz live. We are definitely in Sitch Room.
Sitch Room. You can't. Yo, man, don't abbreviate my slang, man. That's crazy. But we do have a special guest in the building tonight, man. The homie Steve is here with us, man. How you doing, bro?
Yo, what up, everybody?
Good with you,
is
man.
that some claps in the background? I hear?
Oh, yeah.
Round of applause for you.
Man, that's beautiful.
I'm glad you appreciate it, man. What's been going on with you, man?
Man, just been busy, man, since I've been home. Been home like a couple months now, and it's just been nonstop.
You say been home.
Yeah, I've been I was out teaching audio engineering and doing some hip-hop stuff in Houston.
Oh.
Did a couple things, a couple different studios out there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I'm glad to be home.
I was about to say, how did Houston treat you?
I'm not a fan of Houston, Texas.
Not feeling it? Like,
Not a fan?
Nah, I wasn't. So I loved my kids. Like, I loved teaching them.
Right.
Like, some of those kids were the most talented artists I've ever worked with.
Dope.
And I worked with, like, 10,000 minimum. Like, that's, like, a low number.
Wow.
And, like, they were just amazing. But I don't like the Houston people. They're just, it's not like Philly, man. Like, we're a special breed of people.
Absolutely.
This is facts.
We are passionate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that can come off as
arrogant, cocky.
Yeah. So, like,
belligerent.
People down there, exactly. Words
Right.
we can't say on here. People down there, they're real soft,
Mm-hmm.
like sensitive, and offended easily by things that.
So you was out there rubbing folks wrong?
Oh yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
right?
it was it would be even little stuff like I go to try to get a tea or something, and there'd be like 6 people in front of me, 6 people behind me, and I just want a tea, and the cashier girl's talking to everybody for 10 minutes,
Oh,
right?
wait, you told
So
me
I'm
this
just
story.
like creeping up. I get up to the thing, and I did all this all to myself. Like, I know that this is my bad.
He's talking about his tattoo.
Yeah, and the girl instantly like, "Oh, I really love your tattoos," and I'm like, "Cool, thank you. Can I get a tea?" And then she's just like, stone cold like look
'Cause
like
you were
I.
supposed to have a whole conversation.
Because I was
first.
supposed to have a conversation with her.
Yeah, because you got to make her job interesting.
Yeah, I don't care. That don't fly here. Like, I don't have time.
They definitely be quick up here, like, yo, what you want? You done? Like,
Yeah, and that's what
You
I
got
like.
it?
I appreciate that because, everybody got things to do. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need new friends. You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah, like,
no new friends.
I'm cool. I'll be cordial. I'll be nice.
yeah, I
but
was real nice.
We ain't besties.
I appreciate it.
I'm not
Thank
your
you.
buddy guy.
I didn't know you were in a rush.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, because no one's in a rush. Also, remember, there's 2 million more people there than here, and everybody goes half the speed.
Wow.
Everything.
I mean,
Driving.
They do say down south, it's a lot more of a relaxed environment.
But see, when they say
is.
that,
Kinda-
I always think of like this region south. That was right under us. I never think of the Midwest being as slow.
Oh, that's the deep
I feel like
South.
it's so open.
Yeah, it's totally different.
I feel like it's so open. Like
No, I mean that's why everything is take your time because we got all this space and all this time. Everything's gonna be alright. You're supposed to take your time to talk to people sometimes. You never know you're supposed to say hello.
Yo, that's
just
wild.
how they do though.
It's crazy.
It's to be appreciated, but for the time thing he's talking about, like I know exactly what he mean and how he felt. Like,
No,
yo, I'm just trying to
I can't
get this and
imagine
leave.
having to stand in line behind 6 people that want to have conversations. Yo,
Oh.
I would blow my whole leg.
Everywhere you go. It was everywhere you go. And you got to talk to everybody or you just look like
that guy.
Yeah,
guy.
you look
That guy.
like that guy.
Mhm.
And like like I said, I was nice. Thank you. Can I have my tea? Like, you know what I mean? I got money
and they
for
looking
you.
at you like them Philly.
Someone else had to take my order. It was
Are you
that
serious?
serious. I'm not joking. Like she
Bruh.
was like weltering them. Like it was that offensive.
Like you really hurt her feelings.
I hurt her feelings because I didn't want to talk.
What?
Wow.
Hold on. That's all right. That's excessive. That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of sensitivity I'm
Look,
dealing
Irv
with.
feels some type of way.
I'm not.
I'm just
that
look. I'm a sensitive
bold.
dude, right? But come on.
Look,
that's-
I'm a Philly dude
Really?
in the music industry who I was in the Army for 6 years in the
This is
infantry.
facts.
Like,
Thank you for your service.
there's no sensitivity here. You know what I mean? Like,
play that.
like if we
Talk, Steve.
you come from you can't be sensitive in Philly because everybody here keeps it a bean all the time.
This is real.
Y'all told people when I moved over here because I'm from Willingboro, New Jersey. What's up? What's up?
Shout out
I
to the
can't
WB.
I can't be a Jersey person in Philly, and I can't be a Philly person in Jersey.
Mind
it doesn't
you,
work.
it's 15 minutes apart.
That's what I'm saying. It's
yeah.
like a whole bridge ride.
We are on
That's
world.
how real Philly is,
It's
and that's what
crazy.
people don't get. Like Teef gets the best of both worlds because Teef is both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he has a full understanding of how we are. But if you're a stranger, it's scary. Like I know my homie Big Herb. He's a producer from Georgia, and him and his family had moved to Philly a while ago. And I met his mom after they had been here for a little while. And my first time meeting his mom, I asked her like, how Philly treat you? How do you like it? This, that, and the third. She said, I hate it.
Oh.
And I said, why? She said, the first week I was here, I got on the train, the subway, and I looked at some lady, and she asked me what I was looking at, and da-da-da-da-da, it started tearing my head up, and she said, I only glanced at her. I wasn't staring. I don't stare at people. This is a sweet old lady, like, you know what I mean? And then Herb, like, yo, I never even had one of these before. Like, what you call these? And start playing with a Scully. Like, it's a culture shock to people. You know what I mean? Like, they not ready.
My man from Houston that I worked with at the school, he was the dance teacher, right? I was talking Philly up all hard. I was like, yo, you should go check it out. He moved up here with his girl, and I was like, how you feel about it? He's like, I hate it, bro. I hate it. Like, everybody's real mean. It's dirty and, like, gritty out here. And I'm just like,
It's
bro,
that's
that's everything he hated. That's what I love.
Right.
Yeah, like, I feed off that.
Welcome.
But that's how we're similar to New York in a lot of ways.
Man, New York getting soft, too. I'm just going to keep
No,
it
but
saying.
I mean,
Here-
I'm talking about. I mean, as far as we love some of the worst things about our city.
Oh, hell,
because it's what
heck
makes
yeah.
our
My bad.
city.
I almost let one rip.
Well done.
I caught it, and I was like,
Look
hat.
at y'all working together.
Look at that. You can say hat.
You can always say hat. But no, like I think that's what's funny now. I'm always put Philly over New York.
Oh yeah,
I'll bet the farm.
I mean, we got the best spitters in the world. Black
New Yorkers
Thought.
say that. All the New York MCs that's really about they salt say Philly got it. For real.
I'll never
Who
forget that.
better than Thought? Like, who can you argue for?
You know what's crazy? I had this conversation recently.
I like this one.
Because what's strange, because what's unfair, I should say, about Thought is that as prestigious as he is to those who know, to the general consumer, he's an okay rapper with a great band. Like, the reason that he did that Flex freestyle
was to show him.
Was out of necessity in his head. Because he listened to the Vlad Lord Jamar interview when Vlad told Lord Jamar that.
I do remember
and
that.
He went back and forth. And he was like, that made him realize, because, he toured the world for the last 20 years. He ain't paying attention. It made him look like, they really don't know I could get busy. Which is amazing.
And he been out here. He been doing other stuff, too. Like, when he got on the
He's the
Prime
most
record.
consistent dude ever.
He was in the Get Down. He was in, not the Get Down. Remember the James Brown movie that came out?
Yeah.
He was one of the horn players in that movie.
I didn't even know that.
Exactly. Go back and watch that. He was Get On Up. Watch that movie.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch that.
Watch that. Black Thought was out here, man.
He's in the Deuce. He's a regular on the Deuce. That HBO series. I think it's HBO Showtime.
Yeah, he is on the Deuce.
He on the Deuce. He played a great role on the Deuce. He's talented. I mean, Quest is a.
Oh, you already know.
Quest is an encyclopedia of knowledge with this music thing.
I mean, we just, it's not even just with the roots. I mean, like Beans is in my top 5. I know, like, from a technical rap point, a lot of people would argue not, but lyrically,
I wouldn't say that.
I think early on in his career he was more technical. I think he started trying to aim for being the hardest.
Yeah,
because he loved style so much or whatever. After a while, but I think initially, like, if you really listen to when he was always coming at people and it always sounded like he was snapping,
he was a lot more technical.
It was a lot more technical. It was a lot more intricate. I remember reading a Source magazine that Rockefeller was on the front of, and Dame, J, everybody said that Beans was the closest thing they ever seen to Big.
Yeah, I do remember them saying that. You know what I'm saying?
They were saying
the
it was the closest thing they
papers,
ever seen to Big. But he went the Styles route instead of the Big route because he didn't have a Puff saying, no, this is what we got to do. And mind you, it worked because Beans was hard enough to carry the hard persona.
Oh, yeah.
And he's talented enough to pull them tracks off.
This is true.
But when we talk about technical, he got it in him.
He does.
He just went away from it, is my point.
But he always had substance. Like,
always.
No matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
And that's what hits me more than anything. I think that's the East Coast in general. Is like, what, I can't really feel. That was another thing that was hurting my soul down there. I can't feel Southern rap. It doesn't even feel like, I mean, like, yeah, Outkast. I like Goody Mob.
Okay.
I like that
The
stuff.
whole Dungeon family.
Yeah, but like, I just could never get into like all that like early late '90s No Limit stuff.
You got to get into one of them slabs that be on them with a candy dripping, the paint dripping slab.
I have no idea what you're trying to say right now. I think that's what he's trying to say.
You got to get in the car and tip it on full foes.
No, but I get what he's saying though,
No, I
because
know what he's saying, too.
sometimes in order to feel the music, you got to put yourself in a vibe.
Yeah, I can't.
And I get what he's saying, but that was kind of crazy to tell him to spend $70,000 to listen to their music.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
Well, you just get in somebody's car. You could probably get a Uber or something.
Find a spaceship somewhere.
Somebody gonna come through in the slab like, yo, Steve, was you Uber?
Yeah. But that's the only way I feel like I could feel even like West Coast stuff. Like it doesn't touch my soul. Even the music, like the beats. It just feels like I got to be around palm trees to get into it.
But that was going to be my comparison, except for the fact that you lived in Houston and still didn't feel it.
A year and a half. A year and a half.
Say, when they in Cali, they want to hear certain stuff that they didn't want to hear when they was in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of the environment.
They start
but
to
if
ask
you were
about-
in the environment that long and it still didn't, it just ain't going to catch, man.
not the same.
It is what it is. Like, you ain't got to like everything. We in this era where you got to pretend you like everything.
And
no,
that's not.
We from Philly.
Keep
We don't
it
like
being.
nothing.
We don't like nothing.
We don't like nothing.
like
and that's what I
anything.
like.
It's simple.
I like that. You gotta really impress me. And again, like I've been, working at this. I've owned Marston House for literally next year makes 10 years now.
Oh man, it's
and
been
it's
a long time.
Congratulations, man.
thousands and thousands of people have walked through the door to record, do ciphers, whatever.
It's a great
Recorded
place.
over there.
You did.
I have also been there. To do
yeah.
like,
I know.
Let me tell,
one-on-one
let me tell the
now.
audience a quick secret. A successful small business is successful if they are at 0 after 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
My man just said he been around for 10. So all I'm going to tell y'all, man, that's success. You got to
Exactly.
congratulate that. Salute to that.
Thank you.
But we're
Thank
going to get into some more of these other things, and we'll be back with some conversation in a minute. For Most Slept On Radio, Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM.
Most slept on radio.
You're listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.
You are now listening to the radio.
Get that mess out my face. 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 Come on. Mess out my face with the hating. Ain't got the patience. Part-time pump faking, waiting for me to fall. Hustle hard through the winter, bounce back in the spring. Sizzle in the summer, top down, spin around. Stay in rotation, plays in the streets and the radio station. Hear us now, pulling up the boulevard, you stalled? Too bad, going far, you mad. Leaving out the bar, trying to fall back with my cousins in the case. And your breath, straight trash, get that mess out my face. Quick, fast, how I'm moving in this race. AI in this game, I just cross them up. Not flossing, cousin, bossing up. And if you got a couple dollars, and toss them up. And if you got the middle fingers, and toss them up. And say, excuse me. Mess out my face, you nosy. Excuse me. Get that mess out my face. Get that mess out my face. Get that mess out my face. Get that mess out my face.
The most of verses, doctors, nurses, coffins, hearses, grown women clutching their purses. Long as the earth spins, I be putting these worthless weak mother deep down in hearses, yeah, deep down in the dirt. A man don't wear no skirt. I hop in the whip, pull up quick, all you hear is tires going skirt. Watch them scatter like roaches. Got me hot, yeah, I'm smoking. Take a look at my face. Do it look like I'm choking? Do it look like I'm smiling? Oh no, playboy, you wildin'. Don't take this shit, there's no threat. You need to take this shit as a promise. I put it on my mama. Yeah, and her mama too, dude. You talking all that shit, but deep down, you don't want no drama, do you? I'll put that llama through you. I'll turn your top to a moon boot, or stomp you in the space with these two boots. You
get that mess out my face. 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 On my face, on my place, on my block, where you get chased. Got my nigga do it ride like a rape, no break. Like drama, love, beef like steak. Put it on the plate, steak, raise, get it. Beat out a wolf pack and see steak. Mag 11, tell it, put you straight to heaven's gate. You couldn't even stay awake, get your own weight. On my face, you stupid. About to get the bucket, running, ducking from the shooting. On my face, you stupid. Red beam, main, match your heart, no Cupid. Shoot that boy to death, iron mic, iron pipe. Try to fight in the dark and then fighting for his life. Going in and out, might not make it through the night. Coming to the light, hear the voice of Jesus Christ. Get that mess out my face. 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 Remember days I was racing, yeah. Remember days I was racing, to get a name trying to make it. Now my youngers on the same. Told them slow, be patient. Secure the bag, get your wave lit, cause to get back is amazing. 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 Secure the bag, get your wave lit, cause to get back is amazing. Told them slow, be patient, cause to get back is amazing. To get back is amazing. The town I rap, we been on deck. Watch how we get it and how we flex. See, ain't no rush, we bout to be up. Just stay down, you see how they slap. Come baby, this is our summer.
Flocking out, they all coming down up. It's money bags on the money bags. Execs in the lobby, they calling to come up. Been at the bottom for so long. The pills help me cope, let me hold on. People my younger than been through it. You been a target and you been a shooter. Been a fit and keep the chicken flipping in the inner city with the clip extended. Try to tell them, baby, slow up. Keep a cool head, just play your position. Gon' want you. Keep the family. To get back, be a big bag, blowing big gas with the set. Yeah, just thank the Lord that we made it. Counting up these blue faces to get back so amazed. Remember days I was racing, to get a name trying to make it. Now my youngers on the same. Told them slow, be patient. Secure the bag, get your wave lit, cause to get back is amazing. 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 Secure the bag, get your wave lit, cause to get back is amazing. Told them slow, be patient, cause to get back is amazing. Get back is amazing.
Trying to get bread, couple days had to get back. We get it, we flip stacks, word to the dash, I was all alone. I was riding in the beamer, had my gun on my phone. 5 phones on me, 4 pockets on full. Had 3 with me and we all get to it. Niggas round 30 shot extendo. Hitting licks coming straight through your window. My little go. Bro talk to techno, he gon' blow. He was right by that stove. Dipping out coke and selling that dope. And you know how I go. Large blitz trying to kick in our dough. And my plug, he speaking that lingo. He speaking them kilos. Back to back, no rentals. Man, they turn like the weather. I've been jumping off activist Kodan. And my BM is switching with no hands. No seat belt, do the dash on it. When I'm sipping lean, I might crash, homie. Might chase a lick, might chase a brick. Do whatever, gotta get back, homie.
Remember days I was racing, to get a name trying to make it. Now my youngers on the same shit. Told them slow, be patient. Secure the bag, get your wave lit, cause to get back is amazing. 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 Secure the bag, get your wave lit, cause to get back is amazing. Told them slow, be patient, cause to get back is amazing. To get back is amazing.
Weapons in hand, walk 1,000,000 miles in the most wretched of the lands where life don't grow and them heights won't blow. And it's all we dog, we turn up lights down low. Oh, move fast, but it might sound slow. Trying to be here to prosper and watch my tights grow. So anything threatening that might go to a shallow grave to gauge a night gon' show. Yo, Rambo cutting down all these. Smack up your body like I'm playing hand bones. When I walk in the room, start playing trombones or trombones. It don't matter, just let them know the man's home. Respect mine or here go the Tech 9. James Baldwin flow, the fire next time. Stem cells, enzymes. You don't move a muscle like a dead mine. Always the best shine. My brother doing fed time. He overdosed, yeah, he redline. I try to bring him back to death rhymes. His ghost haunts me. The most love, yet the most salty. These rappers stale as old coffee. All your on me. Take a whole army. While I roll up that purple, yeah, we smoke Barney. I am so godly. Big Teef, lost cause, and your dogs barking. We in here. Live, live, live. We keep it live, live, live. We got them blowing. Wow, 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 wow. You know we keep that shit live, 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 live. We got them going. Wow, 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 wow. Cause we keep that live, 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 live.
Philosophies adjacent to paper chasing and admiration. Change through the nation, gentrification, different neighbors. Child raising, teaching them how to defeat the racists. God praising while doctors lie to the patients. I don't do what they do, but I'm moving. When you know yourself and what you're pursuing, the hurdle is an illusion. Never losing, everything is congruent to me. Adjust the weight, straighten my back and my shoulders and lead. I'd rather blame myself than follow and fail. Quite
quite a few can go alone because they confidence frail. I'll learn different levels of ill and promised I'd never tell. I sell it for I say it, that's original skill. They said knowing was a sin, now that's a critical ill. My history's real, perfect the slang, work in the field. And you can contest, put your best up, but I suggest that not the best gesture. Crave attention, so they play dress up, low self-esteem, and they need to feel special.
Yo, Reef, is an artist or creator if they copy and paste it?
And this game so clicky, 50% beat, 45% be snitching. Now that leave 5% of with me. Foolish opportunists drawn every day, so call a cartoonist. Take a look, you can see they full of bull. Do anything just to hang with the cool kids. I respect my elders and I rock with the rulers. I'm an obstacle mover, pretty sharp if I gotta be the shooter. Everybody talk but don't want contusions. Don't waste my time, keep it moving. Flipping different tricks of the trade, interested in international for worldwide capital. Possible, just want what I'm entitled to. I feel my words are viable. Get paid for what they pay for. Say less if you're really gonna make more. I get on the stage and start giving that work, and I'm killing the devil like I was in church. No prep for bellow, and I am a vessel. I'm not making moves with my words. I know it might hurt.
Texting while driving, texting while driving, texting while driving is what caused the collision.
It's like playing Russian roulette. At the end of the day, every family regret.
911.
Yeah.
There's been a car accident. I'm over here at the South Street Bridge. The car's hanging off the side of the bridge. The guy is bleeding. I don't know. He looks unconscious. Send somebody quick. Hurry.
Everywhere I go, everywhere I drive, everybody on the phone. Where I'm from. Listen. Staying tall like City Hall. I was texting the other day and I walked into a wall. Everybody got a phone. Kids got phones. Seen the picture of the Pope, even he was on the phone. Life get realer. One day a lady was texting and ran into an 18-wheeler. Driving to Texas like driving and drinking. Be more aware, sometimes you ain't thinking. Shorty was texting, he walked in the street. He didn't hear the beat, got knocked out his sneaks. That text you gonna send, homie, it could wait. For a second, it might seal your fate. You gotta be more conscious, know what you're doing. Cause in a split second, the life could be ruined. This is not a joke, this is serious. This could make the same person go delirious. A guy on the E-way driving with his niece. Watch down over us, Lord, please. And I heard that dude had everything. In the blink of an eye, lost everything. Stay focused all time, so major. That text you wanna send, do it later. Just do it when you off of the road. It's a phone epidemic, every minute lose another soul. Life precious more than a text. One chance at life and you won't get a next. System ain't playing, they giving out bids. Think about your future, please think about your kids. Everywhere I go, everywhere I turn, everywhere I drive. It's a phone epidemic. Everywhere I go, everywhere I turn, everywhere I drive. It's a phone epidemic. Driving in sex is a tragedy. It's a phone epidemic. Driving in sex is a tragedy. It's a phone epidemic. Driving in sex is a tragedy.
The lives you carry is not your own.
Driving in sex is a tragedy.
In a split second, it can happen to you.
Driving in sex is a tragedy.
Don't do it.
Everywhere I go, everywhere I drive, everybody on the phone. It's a phone epidemic.
Yes, I think it is a jailable offense, and I do believe that we will seek active jail.
You are tuned in to Most Slept On Radio, 98.5 FM, Uptown Radio.
You're listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.
Hello? Are you listening? This is 98.5 FM. Most slept on radio. You don't know? You know now. You know.
Hello.
Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM. This is Most Slept On Radio. We still in here situated in the Situation Room, man. Talking to my guy Steve about big things that grind. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I wanted to ask was what makes you the aficionado on this engineering thing? Like, what's your background that makes it where you go to Houston to teach people how to do what you do?
Oh man, like we started Marston House in 2009. We were 19. We like took out loans and everything, and we did not know what we were doing when we started the studio. Like the first session we had, we were just still spraying foam up on the wall right when they were getting there, like just winging it. Like I had no clue.
Right.
So like before that, I was in touring bands. I got kicked out of school when I was 15 and just kind of went on tour. Like that was it. Like I was in a band. I was like, I don't need school. I'm making money. Not a smart decision. I hope kids, do better. Stay in school. But my one band got picked up by an Atlantic sub-label. Okay. And they were flying us everywhere. We were touring. And then we broke up, so I started rapping and started touring with that. And then I just knew, like, that wasn't going to pay the bills forever, but I never wanted to work for anybody else.
Absolutely.
So Ethan was in my bands, and I was like, let's start the studio. Mm-hmm. We were on tour, came back, started looking at loans and all that stuff, started trying to get money together, started working at a steel mill, and then we both worked at the steel mill on the graveyard shift.
Wow.
Saved up money, hustled some stuff we can't talk about.
Right.
Did what we had to do.
Did a few things to supplement income.
Exactly. Like we just was working, anything we could do to get a couple bucks, saved it up, started the studio. And then about 2 or 3 years of just bad mixing of just playing with it, like just trying to figure it out. Like all that, I was just messing with some early stuff earlier today and was like, oh wow, this is terrible. like male rapper vocal presets and just like looking. I can't believe people paid us.
Male rapper vocal presets.
Oh no, they exist. But what I like to do sometimes is adjust them. I adjust them and I try to custom make them for whoever's voice.
You can't use a preset.
Nah,
ever, man.
I mean unless you make it.
I still don't think so, because I feel like you might be in a different position from the microphone. You might be in a different room. You might have your voice is different every time you speak a little bit, slightly.
I'm saying, suppose you build your own presets for each scenario, every various scenario, just like the way you explained. You know what I mean? What do you think, like in that sense?
I feel like it's a lazy practice. And especially since I used to do it.
Irv is lazy.
I'm not coming at Irv. I'm just saying personally, like, you got to EQ and do all that stuff.
I mean, no, that part I like to do manually myself. Yeah. I mean, like, as far as compression, mostly compression. I don't really do it for too many other things.
I just feel like like I said, there's so many factors in the way that audio can be recorded that it just changes. Like the person's performance might be different.
That's also true.
Like I said, the room, there could be something new added to the room, like a chair. You might have brought a chair in. That changes the room a little bit. Like everything kind of can minorly factor into a recording. So I never do it, but I feel it because we used to do it. And like I said, going back, I cringe at it. Like,
really?
Yeah, especially like early stuff.
You don't want to go back and cringe, Irv.
I haven't. No. I've been doing this way for almost 10 years myself, and probably long. All right, yeah, 10 years total. It just kind of streamlines the process for me because I'm always gonna go back and make adjustments custom made to that person's voice. Like it'll never just be the preset and like that's it, unless I'm recording myself, in which case I have my own Irv preset for me.
So you're saying you're setting up like a baseline to go off of? Is that what you're saying?
No. This is more so for like vocal mixing.
Now,
for production, that's a whole clean slate. Like I have to start completely empty when I'm making a beat, and me and Steve actually
we threw down
this past weekend.
I love to sit in on that session.
Oh yeah,
but consider me, just call me layman.
All right.
What it sounds like from my ears, as far as Irv's process, it sounds like extra work.
It
sounds like as far as using the presets,
that's
and
how I
doing
feel.
Everything around the presets.
Well,
it sounds like
what I like to do is usually the way it started. Like when I started mixing at 16, I'm also like I was full on self-taught until I went to college.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I had figured it out in a year. It took me a year of messing with various presets that all sounded terrible, and then I just kind of hit this one setup that worked. And over time, I built upon that to try to make it a little bit more custom made based on voice types. And then I created, I have more than one preset. And some of them I did manually myself. Like, I'll do it manually and then save it. Like, when I was living in Florida, right, I worked at the Boom Boom Room recording studio, home to the Crunkadelics. Y'all remember that story?
I don't think they gave us an underwriting check, but go ahead.
Well, I worked at the studio, right? And what I would do is I would record like there was one cat in particular. I knew his voice type. I knew his mix. Anytime he came in, I knew how he wanted it to sound. So it got to a point where I was like, you know what? This is the mix I always use for him.
So then that became standard.
That became, you know, like a preset for him. So for when he came in, and I started doing it for various other casts. Like I had a list in the preset section just of individual people's names. Like, yo, this is yours, this was yours. And if there's an adjustment that needs to be made, I make that adjustment. Now that's as far as
with that, I feel like you are from an engineer standpoint. I do agree that it can, with you a little bit on that, it can be a little extra work because you do have to go back through, and if let's say your mistake is early on in your chain, you have to like power everything down, check out the chain one by one, you know what I mean? Like that, I do think that's an extra step, but also you're not optimizing how your earning potential, because you're flying through it a little differently. Like and I think it can hurt your product too. So you can be hurting yourself in a couple ways.
I also like to mess with it. Like, you gotta understand, I'm not just because I put the presets on. That's mostly for basics.
Yeah.
You know,
I get what you're doing
because
I
still do like different. You know, I like to mess with the vocals also. Like, I'll throw in, you know, different types of reverbs and EQs and like DSs if it needs it. I don't want to be seen as lazy is what I'm getting at.
No, I don't think you're lazy. I wouldn't say
it's,
you're lazy. I just feel like that using the preset.
Like using the stock preset?
Just like you are taking a little extra time out to like customize it, but just like I feel like, you know, getting the EQ right and everything like as you go, and there's not that much work to it to begin. I mean, I don't know. It's semantics. It's semantics. I don't want to.
We all for presets. I get what he's saying.
Salute to the Geek Squad.
Yeah, we can talk about this forever.
I like to hear your take. No, I like to hear your take on that. Honestly, I'm glad we got to do that little back and forth because I always like to
get did too. It's not it's not too often you guys see each other. You guys need to bond when you.
Oh, we're gonna be linking a lot more.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we were throwing down on some beats the other day.
That was a joke. I was being sarcastic.
But one of my kids from Houston flew up, and then Him Fu Kwan, Rich's student, rest in peace, Rich Quick.
Rest in peace, Rich Quick.
He came up and we linked them together. They're about the same age, and me and Irv were just killing some beats.
Throwing beats together. It was magic. Awesome.
I'm on my way, yo.
Yeah, Trey Dig up over there.
Yeah, Trey.
Yeah, I've seen Trey in the switch.
Yeah, Khan was there. Yeah, that little project was dope.
What you laughing about in the corner over there?
I'm messing with Cuz. I said in the sitch, and then I pointed at him.
Oh, because he's short and sitch.
Short in my situation.
In the sitch room, right?
So I was trying to see if he caught it.
Bouncing in the corner over there, like.
I gotta get Cuz when I can get him, man. My bad, Steve. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't even know where we were. I was saying who was there. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's familiar with that kid, Khan. He is a beast.
Where's he from?
Like Cheltenham, Elkins Park area.
Okay.
Over by he's like right off Cotman over there.
All right, where? How you spell his name?
Kohn.
Okay.
We actually had Khan years ago back when we did the what was it that we did? It wasn't
the hip hop weekend.
No, we did a cipher with Khan and a couple other the young MCs that are still.
Oh, at the workshop, the most slept on workshop.
One of the most slept on workshop. So I think you sent them to us.
Oh, that's dope.
And I was like, who you got young up there? Like, because we were looking for info at mostslepton.com. We're always looking for young hot MCs that are doing big things. So yeah.
Word.
Oh, that's what's up.
I think honestly, I feel like I've seen his stickers or posters up now that you spell his name, but I can't place who he is, but that's what's up.
He's dope, man. Me and him have an album coming out. We premiered it last night.
Look at your face.
It's nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah, how many artists you got like on deck that's ready to drop something? Like who
well, we got a couple on Marson House, and I just started my own thing too. So Marson House still is 310. Jazz Fresh, Eddie Madrid.
Okay.
And then I just started my own separate label called Let's Go Guy. Had to run with my catchphrase. And that's gonna be like all pretty much stuff that I had a hand in producing.
Okay.
So it's like, like maybe what me and Irv was doing with Paige and Heem, that might go on there. The stuff with me and Khan's going on there. I got a project with Jay the Lioness with Trey Digga.
Oh, she's dope, yo. Yeah, she's crazy.
One of the nicest.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Matter of fact, I seen her at Marston House. That was the first time I seen her like in person. You had one of them ciphers, and I was just like in the cut.
She's
I
a
wasn't
monster.
in it, but yeah, she's dope.
She's a monster. And then we're doing that new Biz Mighty and IU record, the Dumb Ugly record.
I'm looking forward to that joint too. I want to hear that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. There's so much stuff that we got coming out that's just amazing. It's like I feel like this is like some of the best stuff I've ever been a part of, So I'm excited about it.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
That's actually dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
No, I was just gonna say like I'm just glad I got the chance to record in both spots. I remember you had the other spot.
Yeah, we were there for years. We were there for 6 or 7 years actually.
That was the first one I went to.
Yeah, the OG spot.
Yeah.
We
spot,
built
man.
that too.
Yeah.
We built that spot.
In like a
but we
backyard.
lost in a backyard. Yeah, we lost that property and had to come up here.
Right.
The township shut us down out there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know the story about it, but
I thought you just wanted to be in the city.
Nah. Actually, man, like I loved that spot. We were able to do a bunch of stuff. It was, like this is closer to where I live because I'm in Longcrest. So I can just shoot over to where we're at now, but still, it's like that spot was the truth.
Yeah, that
secluded.
Was,
yeah. It was just the township shut us down. They came in. They weren't feeling everything, so they stopped. They wouldn't renew our business license.
Right. Wow.
Traffic was just too heavy back there, and then they came. They had no problem giving it to us originally, and then they said we weren't properly zoned because neighbors start complaining because people be, we'd always have events and
Cats
parties.
was wilding.
Yeah.
Cats was wilding.
And then the last straw was. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Nonfiction. Somebody was out front at like 3 a.m. just dumping music in their car.
It's probably Nonfiction.
Cops came.
Okay.
That's right now.
I forget.
I mean, whole lot Uptown. You know what I mean? Like,
cops came out, searched it, came in the studio, and they were like, you guys can't do this anymore. Our business license was revoked. We kept doing it underground for like another 6 months or so, and they set up like a sting operation. This is a true story.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
I went out.
studio.
Yeah, I went
That's
out.
crazy.
I went out to Montana to do this like veteran firefighter thing for 3 months, and I left Ethan there. And this dude called me, and he was super shady. I just didn't feel it. I was like, bro, we're closed now. Like, we're only working on our own projects. We're not really doing outside sessions. It's just for fun now.
Yeah.
Then the bull called Ethan. I gave Ethan the heads up, like, yo, this dude right here, do not book this dude if he calls you. Ethan books him. Next thing you know, we got a note on the door that's like, we're fining you $5,000 a day until you vacate the premise. It was crazy.
I feel like that should tell you something about Ethan. But because you gave him the heads.
Well,
like,
he's not a conspiracy dude, and I am. Like, I think everybody's out to get
Also,
him.
he was really just like, nah, this ain't.
No, and
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
how Ethan's like, nah, they're cool. Like, he's not the conspiracy. I get made fun of at the studio because I'm the conspiracy bull, and I think everybody's out to get you.
Ignorance is bliss and all that. But when we go on to court,
I mean, listen.
listen, you dangerous. So at that point, you dangerous. If I give you the heads up, we could take one less session this week. It's cool. Like, but anyway, that's just that's not even me on no conspiracy. That's the street side. I don't like talking about it.
Exactly. I'm right there with you. So it was just a weird situation. So I was gone when we got shut down.
Yeah.
Ethan had to get everything off the property by himself.
So y'all ain't had to spend $20,000 to do it.
Nah, he got it out quick. He got it all out quick, and then so we didn't have a spot. I came back from Montana, and then we got the new spot, which we didn't open for another 6 months, which was that was a killer.
How long did it take you to find and acquire the spot?
Pretty quick. We found it quick. We were working with some other people, and they had already had like a heads up on the spot, and they put us onto it. And we walked in this just open room, and I just had the vision like, all right, we could do this. This This is cool. We're going to have a bar here. Like, I just kind of, that's how I am with everything. Like, if I'm doing music or if I'm doing something, like the other day, even Irv was laying down some keys, and I was like, oh, I already hear the drums of this. It was just some, like, gritty, like.
And it was dirty.
Yeah, it's just dirty sounding. Like, I just hear everything, like, and I see it. Like, if I walked in here. Geek Squad.
My bad.
But, like, even if I came in here and this was just an open room, like, I would have, like, a vision on how we could set it up. To
like an architect in your mind.
Well, I build everything.
Well,
Me and
yes,
Ethan
there
built
is.
everything.
I'm about to say he kind of is architect. He keeps saying
is.
he built these situations.
Bro, we built studio furniture. Anything to make $1, man. Y'all need some studio furniture? I got you.
I heard that, man. I just need something custom anyway. I'm into anything custom. But look, this Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM, most slept on radio. We still going to be here till 9, so we going to give y'all a little break, get into some of these most slept on tunes, and we see y'all in a few.
Most slept on radio.
You're listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.
Dressed like a jazz player, cool as a pop star. My brother taught me about people, so I learned to watch y'all. Really paranoid, I just stay in the bow down. Run game for sport, but don't call me a ball hog. Shine like the sun on a good day, with 33 rings on. Posing with the stars, I got it rated, they cling on. Forging dynasties, I'm out getting my ming on. Real writers create music, some cats are real lame in they attempts to do it. A song is just a sound until the people start moving. MCs move crowds, rappers move units. I do it for the feeling like a drink after work. When you wanna clock out and rock out like the church. Praise the Lord for opportunity and women free. And I just picked up 2 and 3, it's looking good for me. My daughter asked me, Daddy, why you sitting on your lean? Her mother laughed and told her happily, your dad's a G. I pour rise of concrete, then solidify. Then break it down, bulldozer, demolition time.
Every one of these beats is fire.
3:30 in the morning, I can't call it. Coffee and whiskey shots, I stay on it. Drinking every day, but they call me alcoholic. Watching all my talk, I proceed to speak foreign. Walking proud, standing, knocking down giants like David, but they not overstanding. I move knowledge like packs through any city shacks. These quarters in halves, break the locks to the trap. Daniel and the lions, then focus doing the math. Came straight out of that without a scratch. All fact, good rap, give me that. Now tell me how you like that. Ha, and we be rocking every day. They hate how we get it, they got something to say. Sing along with me, we stay clean and spiffy, then get them things up in my pocket, stay 50. What's up, what's up? Disappeared like poof, couldn't see me like the truth. I was up in the cut, Grand Marnier and pineapple up in my cup. She approached sweet scented of Egyptian musk, like what's up? Slid off my dean, don't fret, I wasn't mean, I simply seen she was eating the love. Then back up on my square like the seat of the judge. Speak words so angelic, people calling it dust. This money can confuse you, so in God I trust. If your God's made out of paper, he ain't all that tough. But let me not talk too much, it gets deep. You might be brought in by the beat and start giving a fuck. Start giving.
Don't you know you look just like the chair? A spinning image of a tale of distant lovers. The pressure of miles between us, trying to become a knot that doesn't strangle us, not to get tangled up. Unreal expectations. How can we make it through without you taking me, without me taking you? Compromise on the wrong side. When you compromise on the wrong side, if the love is strong, it bends, but if it's not, it's broken. side, the wrong side. I wandered out, praying not to get stranded. Right when I hit landed, felt nothing like home. Oh, I bet it's familiar. I walked in the fields where your footprints still lie. This isn't real life.
It's transparent, we can't carry the weight, getting carried away like we should put the past behind us and get married today. That fairy tale ending despite the narrative change. Apparently phases of unfaithfulness inherently strengthen the character, babe. Let's grow together, get old together. We were close-knit as a woven sweater before, and I know there's better times around the corner. Cause the way you said goodbye sounded sorta like see you soon. The evil doing by both of us is a sound disorder, and we love sick. I could deliver the package hopping onto the truck quick and still never jump ship. We gon' work through it, or we gon' die lonely, whatever way you prefer, cutie.
Unreal expectations are. Can we make it through without you taking me, without me taking you? Compromise on the wrong side. When you compromise on the wrong side. If the love is strong, it bends, but if it's not, it's broken. When you compromise on the wrong side.
I be in the mall like I be getting everything I like. Yo, we out here. I be in the club like I be pulling everything I like. Yo, we out here. I be on that moon rock. I be smoking everything I like. Yo, we out here. I be with the squad. Yo, we out here. We do what we like when we out here. I'm the man, it don't matter where I go, I'm the man. Listen close, take notes, I don't think you understand. Floating through so fly, I don't think I'ma land. With my little Tinkerbell, feeling like Peter Pan, oh man. I be around 360 degrees. Don't come around if you want, hate to turn your back on me. I be around, always around with a stack on me. Stay with a stack on me. Shouldn't have slept on me. I be in the mall like I be getting everything I like. Yo, we out here. I be in the club like I be pulling everything I like. Yo, we out here. I be on that moon rock. I be smoking everything I like, yo, we out here. I be with the squad, yo, we out here. We do what we like when we out here. Pocket full of cash, more in the stash, smoking on grass. It's a TKO, that lemon haze tastes just like lemongrass. Walking through my favorite store like, give me that, give me that. If you owe me, pay me my dough, no, not a penny less. I be around 360 degrees. Don't come around if you want, hey, turn your back on me. How you was out here with me, then you turn your back on me. How you do that, homie? Don't forget that, homie. I be in the mall like I be getting everything I like. Yo, we out here. I be in the club like I be pulling everything I like, yo, we out here. I be on that moon rock. I be smoking everything I like, yo, we out here. I be with the squad, yo, we out here. We do what we like when we out here.
a teacher to tell a student this revolution is ever present. This deadly weapon that this rebel using. They said it's the devil's music and took me through hell to prove it. Said I'll be forever foolish, born to lose and bound to lose it. So fair warning, may freedom fighters forever rise, fighting for the prize. While fellas tell us we'll never fly, and forever telling lies while telling you to testify. Truman Revolution, they couldn't tell it was televised. If longevity sold separately, you can keep it. The secret of freedom of speeches is up to you to speak it. To see that you're being cheated, don't easily be defeated. They seek your weakness, you keep the peace, and they'll keep the peace and screaming.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move.
Let's do it.
Freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you?
Do it.
'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Come out!
I think the hoodie is as much responsible for Trayvon Martin's death as George Zimmerman was. This whole stylizing yourself as a gangster. You're going to be a gangster wannabe. Well, people are going to perceive you as a menace.
I pledge allegiance to never speak for a deadly reason. To never let jealous heathens resurrect molested demons. To lick the sweat off the devil's head if I catch him sleeping. His levels to the ghetto, so never threaten the rebels' freedom. You think I'm frontin', I'll keep it coming. So run and hide, there's gonna be a rumble. This thunder can make the jungle rise. They don't really wanna ride, those other guys just shuck and jive. I'll duck and dodge the government just to stay on the countryside. For pity's sake, it's disgraceful. They call this give and take. They ain't get rid of slaves, they just placed them behind the prison gates. This race of races, race to erase us at any given rate. You can't get rid of faith with intimidation. You'll hear him saying freedom.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move.
Let's do it.
Freedom, cut me loose.
Jam out.
Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself.
Yes.
Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
I saw a lot of talent on that stage, but at the same time, a whole lot of victimhood. What rights black people don't have. You're not teaching black children to go forth and conquer. You're teaching them to feel sorry for themselves.
Knowledge is everything, you learn that in the basics. You either break the chains or end up caught up in the matrix. I'm trying to turn this metaphoric slave ship to a spaceship just so I can find heaven on earth. I need oasis, gotta tighten up my laces. I'm walking on rocky roads where the poverty became more common than common cold. And the slaves ain't restrained, they just got them on mind control. I done took a lot of losses in life, but not my soul. I would never change unless the topic is evolution. And we are in the front of that phrase, that's revolution. Cause the system ain't designed for my people, that's no confusion. The Constitution helped me to come up with that conclusion.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
I arrive from the sky, fly soaring in. The story begins, the origin of a foreign king. Born to win, you thought it was lore, think again. Fight it to the core with a warrior skin. I get it in, get in line, I get disintegrated. Just the thought of incinerating your brain is titillating. My men are waiting for me to lift the cages, but I'm still debating your fate before initiating a big invasion. A big bang is sure to finish a foe. So exhilarating, I should be selling tickets to the show. Oh, wow, blah, look at the fireworks. This is why I smirk, been wild since childbirth. Not a word, don't even try to resist. You either with us or against us, pick a side of the fence. I never surrender, I'd rather die in a ditch. I'm a pure blood with the true pride of a prince.
Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM. Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM. This is Most Slept On Radio. I am Sipping with Sammy, Barstool, Rube. We got Irv on the ones and twos right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Irv done switched seats on us.
Hey, just had to switch hats for a second.
He said it's cozy over there.
So, this is what I like to do. This is what I do.
That's what he's into.
Oh, yeah.
Smells like a fried mahogany over there.
Got that good, strong oak. But Steve, man, what's up with you, man? You cold?
It's freezing out there, man. I was trying to hang with y'all outside. See, I've been away too long. I forgot about the winter.
Nah, it was biting. And the longer you live down south, the more your blood kind of thins out, too. That's what I heard.
Well, I heard there's things that people do down south that thins their blood.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Yeah.
It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we having a great time, man. This is what Most Slept On Radio is for. We got the best guests, the best music, a lot of people you never heard of that you should have been knew about, and we have real conversations. The Geek Squad was getting it in before the break, and I appreciate that because I can't speak to a lot of that stuff in depth. You know what I mean? I'm an artist, so I'm on the other side of the microphone. You know what I mean? So when y'all start talking about that, our audience has people that understand exactly what you guys are talking about, and they need to hear exactly what, things I can't say. Yeah. So I definitely appreciate the Geek Squad aspect of the conversation because you need that. And that's the only way to make progress, man. Somebody got to be thinking.
I feel you, bro. There's something for everybody listening. That's
what it's about. Shout out to my man Red from Dope Tribe Worldwide. I'm looking at Irv with the Anti-Culture Vulture Club shirt on. You know what I'm saying? They got a hoodie sale going on right now. 40% off hoodies. Hit up the website from Dope Tribe.
I definitely need one of those.
You know what
I mean?
That time. He's pre-underwritten, so don't even question me about that, cuz.
Don't you already got, what's up with the project you just released with the Friday?
Oh, man.
Talk about it.
You want to talk about the hottest mixtape in the streets, man? That's what you talk about?
Hold on.
The hottest mixtape in the street, the Fly-ish only, from Flyboy Fridays, Flyboy Radio on Glockaware Radio that we dropped yesterday.
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Oh, man, it's a great time. It's a compilation project, as they call it. You know what I mean? Features from... It's only people on that CD that were guests on my show. If you wasn't a guest on my show, you can't get on the Fly-ish only mixtape.
Understood.
You see what I'm saying? And it's dope. It's 24 tracks, I think, and from the rooter to the tutor is all fire. It's all kind of vibes. We got EDM, we got real R&B, we got hip hop, we got a little bit of what the youngins do on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a vibe and it flows well. Shout out to DJ Freaky Free. Shout out to Wave Cartel L. Shout out to Toucan from Glockaware, man. We put our work in over the last year or so, just trying to accumulate heat. You know what I mean? And now we got a lot. So it's going to be a series. There's probably 4 or 5 more Fly-ish onlys coming out. Teef will be on one. Cuz already has a shoe in for one. Irv, we working on yours outside of the joint that you on with me.
No, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, so we just, I'm trying to support the artists the way that they support us. And we put it up yesterday in the morning, not early in the morning, but sometime in the morning. When I woke up this morning, it was at 1,300 views or something. So
nice.
You know what I mean? At least we doing our part. So, yeah, just check it out, man. Like we said, sponsored by Flyboy Friday Radio and Glockaware Radio. Thanks for that, cuz. Appreciate
Viewership is harder and harder to get all the time, too, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
Exactly. And
you got to work real hard as an artist to push music these days.
I mean, as an artist, I appreciate every time somebody puts me on their project, whether it's mixtape, album, EP, whatever. So I know that, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially, like, we play all these songs every week. Because I'd rather play people we've had on than what the 5 songs the radio's going to play. We got heat they ain't got. You know what I mean? So, like, might as well put it out there for the people, man. And the mixtape actually sounds like the show. So if you listen to it, the only thing that's missing is me cutting it off to interview people.
Yeah, I was playing it on that Piff joint earlier.
Where?
Yeah.
Sound
I was rocking to it. Yeah, and dude, that's why I chimed in, because it does sound like the show's going on. Like how they got you, you know what I mean, in between the joints. It flows real nice. It's like,
Appreciate
okay,
that,
yeah.
Man. We tried, man. It's my first time, but I know music, and I've made mix CDs. We all grew up making our own mix CDs. We grew up in that era.
I actually made tapes.
You know what's funny? I was there. No, I actually used to bootleg Clue tapes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I used to wind up on a lot of bus trips. So I used to be in New York a lot. and you go. They always take you to the swap meet.
90-minute joints.
You know what I mean? So you go there. And we used to be 2 months late on the clue tapes. Philly used to be 2 months late on clue tapes. So you could go out there, get 3-4 clue tapes that nobody in Philly got. High speed dubbed them pups. Xerox the cover. I tore the high school hallways up. I swear.
Nice.
Yeah, man. People sold other stuff and they make money like I did off them things. Shout out to Clue, man.
That's the Philly hustle right there. That's the Philly hustle. Like you can move anything.
Anything. And it's about what you have access to. Yeah. Like I said, I was on a bunch of bus trips. Mom always made me ride. I went there and bought mixtapes.
Yeah.
My homies was like, I need that. Matter of fact, everybody need this. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Let me put you on.
Shout out to Akinelli. I remember to put it in my mouth, John. I heard that on the clue tape for the first time. Put it in your mouth. I can say that on here. It's legal.
You were selling tapes. Some people were selling Starbursts and Hot Chips. And
I respected that hustle, too. Because I always needed snacks in class.
Yeah.
And I always had
Not
money.
everywhere had a corner store, and truth.
And the school store used to be. And the school store used to be corny sometimes.
Oh, it was all
Oh my
they were
gosh,
never cool, bro.
The school store was never lit.
Bro, my best friend used to sell double mint gum, bro.
Double mint gum.
Straight up.
All right.
Selling gum.
I'll tell you a quick story about City Lights.
Oh man, break it up.
When we got to high school, City was 4'10" when we was freshmen, right? He's about 6'2", 6'3" now. He came in school one day with a lunch bag, zip up lunch bag joint, full of random stuff out his room. Sold everything in the bag, and then sold the bag. Never seen nothing like it in my life. Never seen nothing like it in my life.
Everything must go.
If
the price is right. If the price is right.
Who in high school even wants a lunch bag?
Like, no, we going. Let me.
You'd be surprised.
He's a hustler.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I done seen it all, man. I used to leave for school in the morning with $3 to $5 just to get a breakfast sandwich and come back with $300 to $500 every day.
Speaking of hustles, I like how earlier he nonchalantly said he was going to do some firefighting stuff in Montana. You was going to fight fires out there?
Yeah, I did.
Superhero.
So I didn't even know.
Every now and then, because I did when I did the Army thing, it was literally because my homie that I grew up with, he told me he was going in, and I was like, me too, let's go. Like, the studio was open when I went in. Okay. And that was my man's. I was riding out. Like, that was it. Like, I grew up with this dude. Like,
that's a ride.
So we went in, signed up. It was like no thinking about it. I'm that kind of guy.
It was a scene from the movie Stripes.
Pretty much.
Right.
It was pretty much that. You know?
But I look at this movie.
When I got out because I got Crohn's disease and I gained a bunch of weight, and I got medically discharged. But every now and then I would like get the itch to do some Army stuff. So I found this thing called the Veteran Fire Corps, and I jumped on it. And my man that I joined the Army with, I was like, "Yo, I'm riding out to this thing next week." He's like, "Me too." So we just rolled out to that, picked up some weirdo on the way in Ohio. The company like called us and was like, "Hey, there's this dude, Starling Jackson. That's my man's now, but like they're like, can you pick him up in Cleveland?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" Drove through Cleveland, drove out to Montana, did we dug fire line, like all that like forest fire stuff is what we were doing.
So are you a thrill seeker?
Yeah.
You skydive?
I have, but I'm not a
skydiver.
Yeah. But I'll do anything once.
You like roller coasters?
Oh, I love roller coasters.
If he skydove.
Yeah, right. He's not.
I like
you gonna
anything.
trick him all the way back there.
I'm scared to get on roller coasters.
I'm not jumping out of no plane that's landing. Two different things.
I wanted that in the Army. Like, I wanted to do airborne in the Army real bad. Like, that was something I wanted to do, but my unit didn't put me into it. But if they would have done it, I would have. Like, there's still a part of me that if I could get a doctor to sign off and say I'm cool, that I would go back in. Yeah. Just the reserves and, just do it. Do my little 1 weekend a month and just keep rocking out. I miss it. It's fun. I met a lot of great people.
What place does it come from that makes you want to do it still?
Because when I went in, if you ever listen to any of like my personal music, especially my older stuff prior to that, I'm very like political and politically conscious, and I grew up on punk rock and hip hop, and I'm talking like Dead Prez type stuff, not like whatever,
It's bigger than hip hop.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like those two things are very like street music is very much anti-government. So that was my opinion on it. And when I was going in, I kind of like had those opinions. And then when I went in there, I just met a bunch of great people from all over the world trying to get their citizenship. They tell you that if you do it and you can get your citizenship through being in the military or, that, and all sorts of types of people that I thought it was gonna be a bunch of meathead dudes, like a bunch of white dudes, just like yeah. But it wasn't like that. It was everybody, and that just like I met some of my best friends in the world doing that, and I met a lot of people I do music with doing that.
So they wasn't over there like, let's go get Charlie.
Nah. I mean, you'd meet like one dude here and there, but nobody would like that dude.
Nobody liked him.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he's way too excited.
Yeah. 'Cause everybody was there trying to get health insurance and free school.
Yeah, because that's the draw.
That's
That's
and
the
that,
draw.
I mean, I used it. Like after I went in the Army, that's when I actually went to school and learned how to really do the mixing thing. But
Right.
that was like, I honestly felt like I learned technical names for stuff, but I didn't learn anything new. I had already had the practical application for it.
Which is common in a lot of different things that you could take up in school. Like, if you already practicing it, they're just going to teach you how they want you to say it and some of the ways that they want you to do it.
Yeah, the terminology.
But if you're already special or an expert to a certain level, you already have your way of doing it. And when it's creatives, those institutions hold us down more than they help us if you already know what you're doing.
Because even if you don't know anything, and when you get out into anything, you got to figure out the way they're doing it where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
get retrained. The same thing for, you do the same job at a different place.
Like, well, this is what you do, but this is how we do it over here.
Mhm.
You gotta do it like this. 'cause
Making
you're
hamburgers ain't making hamburgers.
Unless you're doing it yourself and you can really express whatever you're trying to express through your work, your craft, or whatever. But I noticed that, like, you go to
Word
school.
to the welder in the room.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trade. If you go to business school, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Once you get to a company, they'll be like, all right, we know they taught you this, but this is what we want you to do.
Yeah.
Because we the ones paying you, so we want you forget that part, do this part.
But you know what's ill? That meme that goes around that says you don't need a degree to own a business, but you need a degree to work.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
It's like that's what I said. If you got your own way, then you can really do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it now from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with me and Ethan, we ran our own little school for a little bit. I mean, we still take interns on. Special announcement, Irv. He's one of those guys. Now, we still take interns on, but we were running our own thing, taking 5 to 10 students at a time. And we would always tell, some of them went to school, and those would be the ones who'd be the most lost. Like dudes who went to school and they thought they knew everything, but when you they knew the words. You might pass our placement test,
right?
But you're not. You don't actually know how to do any practical application. So and then I taught at El Centro on 2nd and Dauphin. Then I went around the country and spoke at universities about this stuff. And I've just seen it. Like, I've seen people in school like trying to make it work, and I just think that there's nothing like real world application.
But it's funny because you raise a good point too. Like, some people just test well, and some people don't.
This is facts.
Which goes into how our education system is so far behind, because people learn in 3 to 5 different ways, and they apply it differently. You know what I mean? So just because I can't answer it on a test, don't mean I can't put a better stitch in this than the other person next to me. You know what I mean?
You thought the education system in Philly was bad.
Houston's
Go
worse.
to Houston. I've never seen anything like that in my entire
I lived in Baltimore for a while, so I'm pretty sure I've seen.
And Florida's not so
Look,
hot either.
I mean, I think nationwide it's crazy, but in Houston, you were at like kids. I'd have kids that would just go to different schools like almost every day. Like, there was just no rules. Here you got like truancy issues that doesn't exist. Like, kids are just not going to school, and and the only thing that motivated them was coming to my class and learning music. I felt like the worst dude ever when I quit. Just, it like broke my heart, but I couldn't be there anymore. Like, I just was.
Right, you can't even order a tea without causing a problem.
Imagine not being able to get any good food for a year and a half coming from Philly, where
it's rough.
You couldn't get no barbecue,
bro. You can't get nothing. Like, you
get barbecue.
They don't got a real Texas Roadhouse,
but that don't go but for so long. You want a variety. We get variety up here.
Right.
You ain't find no good pizza down there, yo.
Never. No pizza.
I believe that.
Hoagies, sandwiches,
tacos.
Yeah, they got some alright tacos, but I mean, you can go to Sancho Pistola's and get the best tacos and nachos in the city.
Whoa, we don't send us that underrated information info@mosupton.com.
Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM.
You can't name
This is Most Slept On Radio. We be back to y'all in a second.
I didn't know you could.
You can if they pay us.
You're tuned in to Most Slept On Radio, 98.5 FM, Uptown Radio.
Hi, this is Linda Richardson, president of the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation. The Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation is a nonprofit, tax-exempt organization and is the owner of the historic Uptown Theater and WJYN 98.5 FM. The restoration of the Uptown Theater into a multimedia tech center needs your help. We are requesting donations to restore the Uptown Theater to preserve R&B history and renovate the theater into a performing arts venue. For more information, call 215-236-1878 or visit PhiladelphiaUptownTheater.org and make an online donation.
Yo, what's up? This is the Most Slept On Radio Show. You rockin' with Teef, Big Cuz, Irv, your host Sam Malone, and KK in the cut. We out here, yeah.
You are now listening to the radio. Get that mess out my face.
Back on. We're back on this Most Slept On Radio Show. 98
Radio.
Yeah, 98.5.
That was a great sound clip. I like that song. What song was
Shout
that?
Shout out to Mick's son. You know what I'm saying? He sent a couple tracks. We're gonna give you some play. You know what I mean?
That's all you got? That's it?
No, I'm gonna leave it right there.
What else you want to say? Say what you want to say.
No, all right, Migs, Cuz, cut your song off, man.
I ain't cut your song off.
I had your song lined up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you need to cut it out.
Cuz was on antsy while I was out the room, and he just said, I'm listening on my phone because I'm aware. He seen me. I gave him the thumbs up, like, we're good, don't worry about it. And he cut your track off, dog. So, you know what I'm saying? He owes you a beverage or something like that.
No, hey, that's not me, baby.
That's why it hurt, cuz he started talking about him spending money. He started getting uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, you see, he spoke right up, right? But see, I wasn't going to say nothing because I stay out of family affairs. And I know that you and
I was going to leave it alone. He told me go
something.
ahead. So, you know, we can let the city know what's going on. You know what
up? New music at mostslepton.com. Send it now, and your song may or may not get cut off.
Yo, hold up. Time out. We not going to put that on my name.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you do it, Ricky Bobby. Don't do it, Ricky Bobby.
Put that evil on me.
He said, I hope you have big, masculine, handsome, strong sons.
That's my part.
I love that movie.
No, you know what my part is?
What's that?
I just can't figure out what to do.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I actually saw somebody get interviewed recently, and
they was doing.
Oh, y'all interviewed her on Tall Table Talk, and she didn't know what to do with her hands. And we was at the fire that night. She was doing the salsa plates. It was amazing. I thought she was waiting tables. It was amazing.
That's hilarious.
That was on Tall Table Talk.
Oh, you just
live
give
at
up
the fire.
Yo, he's the bull. We gotta get rid of Cuz, yo. Cuz is the bull. He done snitched on 2 people in 2 minutes.
Try not to say we're going to
He
take
ain't
it
even
there.
no pressure.
Take it all the way there.
It wasn't even no pressure. You just giving up tape. There you go. Duct tape, masking tape, scotch tape. What do you want?
All the tapes.
All the tape. You got
So, yo,
all
y'all
the
just
tape.
had y'all just had the party, right?
Which one?
The Draco joint.
Oh
yes, that was fun.
That was a blast.
Was
Yeah.
that
That
was
at an establishment out yonder that is like it's kind of similar
They
to our
could be an
establishment?
underwriter if they contact
Yeah,
us.
info at
Yeah,
mostslepton.com.
I won't put any more.
No, but that place is grinding.
Cuz rather describe it for 5 minutes though.
Nah, it was good though. There was a good turnout.
They got a green door.
It's a good turn. I think they do have a green door. Maybe.
Oh, I'm good at this.
I actually think they do. But no, it was a good turnout, man. I'm just like lately, like I want to do anything that's positive. I know it probably sounds like I'm just like a bitter old Philly dude, but
No.
I only like doing positive stuff, and that was a real
like-
positive feeling show.
I feel like, because everybody's referring to the climate we're in politically and socially and all of that, I feel like genuine people are forced into just wanting to be around good energy at this time. And a lot of people are working their way towards just anything positive that they could fit into that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we see the need for
Yeah,
positivity. We see how many people need assistance. You know what I mean? And that's why I appreciate you for work. I always like to thank teachers and educators for working with the children, because y'all don't do that for them. Y'all do that for us. You know what I mean?
That's what I was just saying the other
Coaches,
day.
things like that. Because like
Changing
he
lives,
said,
though.
like you
Changing
said,
lives.
It's the future.
They're gonna remember that for the rest of their life, yo.
half his kids only came to school to go to this class.
Yeah,
I know.
they ain't never.
It's
gonna
just
forget
like
that.
coaches.
They're never
You know what I
gonna
mean?
forget
Like, we need that so that they can learn something, so that they could be out the streets for some amount of time and make the future brighter. So I appreciate you for that, man. Get the round of applause now, guys.
That's like.
She demanded the clap.
Throwing it down.
It's the one time you don't clap.
You're right though. Like anybody that's doing anything to help the kids, man. That's definitely like music is my love, but working with kids is like my passion now. So
Have you seen anybody
Excellent.
take off that you work with or have any success
kids
musically?
Can I drop names?
You can drop artist names.
Yeah, a bunch of people actually. One of the kids in Houston, Lil Bree, she was on the rap game. Then she did the 4. She
Dope.
had a nice buzz.
Nice.
Paige Turner, who came up here, she's got a little something going on. Bakassi Mob, that's another. These are all just Houston kids that were just popping,
dope,
doing their thing. But yeah, I've worked with a bunch of people up here that started taking off too, man. Like, just anybody that's positive, like you were just saying, I want to be around, whether you're popping or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like with Khan, I met Khan when he was 15 years old.
Right.
He's 22 now. And he was our first record we ever put out on our label, and now he's gonna be my first record on my new label. And we don't have one cuss word on there. We don't have any samples. It's all original music, no cussing. Like I could give you the whole file and you guys could play it with no problem. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted something. The messages are all positive. A couple like saucy tracks.
Well, you know,
but
it's
mostly
it's
positive.
still hip hop.
You gotta throw
Yeah,
sauce
exactly.
in
Like
Still
you had to
hip-hop.
flex on them a little bit.
I
But
mean, if you nice, you got the right to.
I agree.
Yup.
I agree.
You know what I
He
mean?
can rap.
If
He
you
can
got
rap.
the juice, you gotta throw the sauce.
I mean,
I wanted something anybody can listen to. Universal music. If you got
Quotables.
The villain.
the villain.
The villain.
You gotta juice, you gotta throw the sauce.
Yeah. The boy.
I can't wait to keep making music with Irv, man. That was too fun the other night.
Oh, listen, it's going down. We're gonna be doing this a whole lot more.
I need production anyway, so I'm glad.
Hey, come through.
Hey.
That's what we could go either way with it. He could get on the keys. I could do the drums.
Listen,
I
we
could
had a
Irv has
nice
an
little-
idea of a sound that he wants me on already. He just hasn't
If
built
he said
it yet.
then he already. It's already.
Like
the song's already done.
I got like 3 speeches one night out of him about what I should be on. So he gonna make it
And that's what I'm gonna show you. We're gonna talk about that because it's getting there.
solid.
That-
Big things them going.
I want you to come get down on because next year is not only the 10-year anniversary of the studio's 10-year anniversary of my album, and I haven't been doing my own music in a while.
Shout the album out.
That it was called Legend back in the day. Now I'm gonna do like a 10-year anniversary drop of it, and I wanted to remix all the music. And that the Draco's birthday show was the first show I played in
You
like
gonna
4
do
years.
You gonna do the Ninth Wonder to your own album?
I am.
Ninth Wonder
ill.
himself. This is awesome.
I've been wanting to do it, man. Like it's been so long. And then after that show the other night, I've been just wanting to get back into
And
it
he
myself.
killed it. Big shout out to Draco. He just celebrated his birthday. And we all went to that event. And yo, man, listen, Steve went out there and killed it. Man.
Word.
I didn't know if I was going to. I was on my way there, like listening to the album, like the first time in years, like and like the last time I did anything, I went on tour. I opened up for Adlib. We did like a 40-city tour, and that was it. Like that was like 2013, and then I just was like, I'm done. I did like 2 or 3
something like
shows.
a big deal. I ain't did 10 cities yet. It's cool. Go ahead.
But never that. Not
Oh,
that
DUI tour coming soon though. Look for it.
Hey.
Where's the Bruno Brown and Raheem the Gentleman and whoever else coming?
Man, touring is the best.
Matter of fact, me and Teef gonna lay that song. Teef coming.
Teef coming too? Teef out?
there,
You
why
on the
not?
road?
I like to travel. Why
Hey.
not? You know what I'm
Don't-
saying?
And, yo, and I respect the welding thing like crazy. That
Me
was
too.
what my dad did. My dad was a
you,
single dad. He raised me and my little brother off welding.
Off
He
of
tried to
ta-da-da-da-da.
teach me. I was just terrible at it. I'm not even gonna lie.
No,
I just didn't
Teef's a
have the
genius
patience.
with it. Teef
Oh,
is special.
I believe it. I've seen some stuff you.
Thank you. I
put
do
out.
get down.
I
mean,
do-
not
I-
even
I
going-
does get
I
down.
respect that
Yeah.
like crazy. Like
I
there's
get
nothing
down.
I respect like that, man.
I do the thing. He does the thing.
It's something good. It's something solid. Like, you know what I mean? People need a good gig. Like, you know, go look up welding. It don't cost a lot to start up. And it's work. Like, stuff got to be built out here.
Ironically though,
You have
I
to
feel
take
like
care of mine, you know what I mean? So-
I feel like Teef would be the perfect boss to have as a welder. Like I feel like he would judge you strictly off of get it
work.
done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't be a whole lot of extra. You know how jobs try to run you, especially when you got a trade. Like we here to do what we do. Let us do what we do. Like I think Teef will let you rock out as long as you get it done, man.
Yeah, it probably would. As long as
Yeah.
you ain't bothering me. Is it done? All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, fine.
Yeah,
I mean, whatever.
I feel like that, man. But no, that's dope. Definitely salute to you for that, man.
Thank you.
He said you reading books? Congratulations. Too much boondocks. I'm sorry.
You reading books.
He said you read books. Congratulations.
That was like the GOAT show. Like it really
Yo,
was.
it really was though.
I was so sad, man. He didn't have anything to do with that 3rd season.
I was
It was
all-
the 4th one.
It was the 4th one.
Fourth one.
Yeah, you could feel the drop off in
But
quality.
that's most serious and most.
I'm about to say that
movies.
always happens.
That's
Unfortunately,
because
like,
when you get that big contract, they only sign you as a part of it for a couple, and then after that it's theirs. That's what happened with Scary Movie.
It's what happened
And
with
all of that.
Rick and Morty. It's about to
Yeah.
happen right now.
Yeah, he's going through some questionable things. I heard.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
So I don't know what's.
But
up
when
with
they
that.
learn, like, it never gets better after they try to take it from the originators. Like,
And-
it never gets better.
Well, see, by then the originators don't even care anymore. They done made their bag and they have 15 more ideas that they able to shop now.
Yeah.
So it gets like it's bad for us. Like we're affected.
We are
by
the
it.
victims.
But they get it at peak success, and then they just run it into the
Into
ground.
the ground when it's that's why there'll never be another Simpsons.
Simpsons or Chappelle Show.
Yeah,
People have tried.
Well, I mean,
Chappelle.
Chappelle didn't have the longevity. I mean, the Simpsons 30 years and running.
It's crazy.
Key and Peele definitely tried to do
At still a high level, and they still predict the future. Why do the Simpsons always predict the future?
Yo, that's
Can we
wild,
talk
yo.
about that for a
That's
second?
definitely.
I'm trying to
like,
figure it out because I know you good cartoon comic
Oh
book
no,
bull.
listen,
Like,
I love cartoons. I can recite every line from Family Guy ever made, any episode. I'm telling you.
I got a couple of seasons of Family
Oh yeah,
Guy on DVD.
This database holds a
I
lot.
still
let me
own
tell you.
DVDs.
But it's just very strange to me how The Simpsons finds this uncanny way to predict the future. Like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I feel like it's a lot like how I think it's a lot like how brilliant musicians make things that are ahead of their time. Sometimes certain people can see the curve ahead of other people's. They can
Yeah.
see the direction of
What-
things.
You're right, but here's the thing about that.
Because like that
They
Donald
directed-
Trump thing was kind of predictable.
But was it?
Them all standing there together was uncanny.
Yeah. It was like, it's very specific.
Like him becoming president, like we become a society where you can buy the presidency. So it was enough to just make a joke about someone like Donald Trump becoming the president.
But to have it look like it did.
But then that part of it was crazy.
But
They
I
had
mean,
quite a
when you
few
got
of-
6,000 episodes, you might get something right here or there.
Yo,
I mean-
they've been getting it right for a while though,
see,
bro.
Nah,
It's
remember the
scary,
Stonecutters
like-
episode? The Stonecutters episode.
Ah, man,
When they give up all the goods that episode, they pretty much laid out the whole situation with the Stonecutter episode.
The
That was
movie. Remember the movie? When they got locked in the bubble and
With
all
the
that?
firmament?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Spider Pig.
Bro, a whole lot came out in that movie, bro. Shout out to the South Park movie too. I got you. You know what I mean? No, but this is Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, most slept on radio. We be back.
Most slept
You're listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.
I arrive from the sky, fly soaring in. The story begins, the origin of a foreign king. Born to win, you thought it was lore, think again. Fight it to the core with a warrior skin. I get it in, get in line, I get disintegrated. Just the thought of incinerating your brain is titillating. My men are waiting for me to lift the cages, but I'm still debating your fate before initiating a big invasion. A big bang is sure to finish a foe. So exhilarating, I should be selling tickets to the show. Oh, wow, blah, look at the fireworks. This is why I smirk, been wild since childbirth. Not a word, don't even try to resist. You either with us or against us, pick a side of the fence. I never surrender, I'd rather die in a ditch. I'm a pure blood with the true pride of a prince. I caught a glimpse of the horrible events that occurred in a vision when my kindred all burned. Word to my squadron, everybody in the North Quadrant gon' learn why this kid's disturbed. When I heard my whole race was erased in the blackness, wiped off the face of space in my absence, I collapsed. My father is gone, I'm a prince with no people to acknowledge the dawn. I'm on a mission that someone call an obsession, seeking ascension, I don't expect you to see my intention. Peasants in my presence, better believe I'm a set it. Yo, my lineage is legendary, never forget it, let them know. My message will echo throughout the universe. I'm here to rule it all, but I think I'll take out the humans first. I flew in search of a challenge, but in reality I'd actually rather be immortal. Who wanna battle me? Yeah, not a soul can go toe to toe if we clash. It's over fast. I whoop a lower class soldiers. Hold this blast, feel the flash in my Gallic gun. I was gassed, but I can tell you're not an average one. I'm mad as fuck, I burn planets and suns, but your strength has surpassed while you laugh like you're having fun. My blood boil hotter than a kettle. How could I ever settle? Always striving to reach a higher level. You had traits I mistook for mistakes. No hate, no rage, no pride, no grace. No taste for the art of competition. Instead, only a heart of compassion. That's not tradition. A different wisdom, but props I gotta give him, even if it's stinging every fiber of my egotism. This whole time I've been trying to win, but now I see you're a god and I'm a king.
What's going on? You are now listening to the most slept on radio show with your host, Sam Malone, sipping with Sammy, broadcasting live. North Broad Street, WJYN, Uptown Radio, 98.5 FM.
This the bang bang boogie, baby. Gazing at my success, y'all looking shady. Not sure if you with me or hating, maybe. Cause when I'm around, this hate look is crazy. Gat hopping, what's popping? Don't matter, I'm dropping. Massey 11 letter or that length is stopping. Or maybe not. Either way, I'm hot, taking spots. Wiki, I'm your conscious nightmare right here. I'm the bull. And I make sure everything stays raw. I make sure everything stays raw. I make sure everything stay raw. I make sure everything stay raw. I'm not sure what you looking for. I make sure everything stay raw. I make sure everything stay raw. I make sure everything stay raw. MC King, Asiatic like bok choy, the God balls harder than tungsten alloys. I stay ready and willing. For success, a recipe killing. Drop knowledge so I'm style illin'. Anonymous and sun straight gun, no chillin'. Damn. Your soul I grab. Music merely rocking your mental essential to have. Using my craft to build something that's potentially last. They rap a season, we forget them, they're essentially trash. I make sure everything stays raw. 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 I'm not sure what you looking for. I make sure everything stays raw. I make sure everything stays raw. I make sure everything stays raw. Kick rocks or I'll kick the boogies out your snot box. Step to me, get stepped on. Who you think can stop by? Philly, here, yo, stop by. This a city that moves me, spit fire. Not all of us rappers a little woozy. Whoop, whoop, that's a doozy. Forget it, show just fun to me. I love rap. Now I see it's a path to bring funds to me. Beats I manhandle, I'll dismantle any man that who think that they ain't animal. I'll split the freaking cantaloupes. I'm a pack of wolves, you're antelope. And I don't give a damn and hope you recognize me ill anonymous. Hot damn it, dope. I make sure everything stays raw. 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 I'm not sure what you looking for. I make sure everything stays raw. I make sure everything stays raw. I make sure everything stays raw.
I said, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah. What up? What up? What up? Let's keep it going. One loss won't make you a loser, and one win won't keep you on top. You better get your hustle on or get on your hustle. Other people earning and they ain't gonna stop. Ain't been around the world, but today I'll start. Anything in the way, I'ma take it apart. Word to the blood in my heart. Stop, I say, I rock with intuition, gotta walk that
Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM, most slept on radio, and that was Teef on the intro to this segment. Shout out to my guy, Latavius Maximus,
What up?
man.
What up? Shout out to
the
my
MC.
cousin Art Domino down Baton Rouge. Let's get that off on all your streaming platforms and, you know, all the things.
Word. Look,
check it out.
I've had a great conversation tonight. We've had fun. I want to make sure that the people know how to find Marston House, how to find Steve, so forth and so. How to find an album that's 10-year anniversary coming up, being re-released in, you know what I mean, Ski?
Yeah, is this the
Ninth
album
Wonder.
handed to us?
No, that's a 310s album.
Oh.
That was on Marston House Records. But you know, I got a lot of music out, so you can find everything we do. You can search Marston House Records, and it'll have all the releases.
Spell
we
that
put
for
up.
me.
MARSTEN House Records.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, real easy. It's kind of like sounds like it's spelled, but
you don't know how it sounds to some people. But go ahead.
yeah. Yo, people always spell it wrong and pronounce it wrong. They'll be like, "Is this the Monster House?" I'm like, "Nope."
I put an I in it.
Has anyone ever actually come through
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Really?
yo.
They
We've
called it
gotten
the
the
Monster
craziest
House?
names. Like, do you see Okay,
You should have a Marston House Monster House event.
We do know what people do to entertain themselves sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. That's real.
But yeah, I'm easy to find. Steve Sxaks, that's SXAKS. You can just put that in on anything. I pop up. Super Google friendly. You might find my cooking show, or you might find all the ciphers.
Oh, we ain't even
we
getting
got
into the cooking show.
We are the longest.
Yes,
we're
please.
the
Can you
longest.
go in about the Cypher series?
Yeah,
please.
we're actually the longest running cipher series in the country.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a long. We have over 600 videos on YouTube. It's a lot of them. That's, you know,
I got
doing
a
it for a
chance
minute.
getting some of them.
You've been in a couple of them,
and it did like help me out as far as people recognizing me and like, oh, I seen you in the Marston House joint. Like that was definitely a good look. So thanks for.
Man, you're always your family. You can come back anytime. But
Thank
yeah,
you,
check
brother.
them out.
Word.
You already know, and that's really dope, man. And we're gonna talk more about the cooking series because I
yeah.
like food.
Cooking series.
I like
is
to
fun,
cook,
man.
so
I love. Me too.
Let's
love
get in the
food.
kitchen
I
together,
like
man. Let's
cooking.
go at crazy.
I want to bring
man.
it back. I had a whole bunch of stuff,
in a
man.
long time. I heat stuff up. I ain't cooked nothing in a while.
All I mean,
Yeah, man.
once in a while, you know what? I'm
Cook
the
the fish, woman.
I'm the best at remixing leftovers.
Oh yeah,
you know how you go out
That's a
one
talent.
night,
That's a
wake up the
talent.
next. No, I could cook in general, but like lately, that's what I've been doing because I eat out all the time. So then I wake up the next day and try to, I just got to Minsky that Thingsky.
I made an omelet 2 days ago. That's all I got.
You say you made an omelet
I made
2 days
an
ago?
omelet 2 days
Yeah, I
ago.
made a.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Crazy
Thank you.
spread the other
That means
day.
a lot.
Yo, I had an omelet making competition with like 8 of my homeboys one morning. We all woke up
For real?
hungover.
Did you all
And
sample?
we ain't had
everybody's
much in the
stuff?
fridge, huh?
You all sampled each other's omelets?
No, we kind of went off of look. We voted based on the look.
On the look?
Yeah, based on like if it looked like
Why not the taste,
if it looked
though?
like restaurant quality, because everybody didn't want to eat everybody else. You watch everybody make them, and some people turn you off to their food.
It's like that was cool.
but
that
I won.
one's and
I won.
that one's
Anyway,
debatable.
look though, before we get out of here, who got something going on this week? Raise their hand.
Who got something going on?
Teef, speak.
There's stuff every day.
Got Thorough Thursdays tomorrow at the Fire, DJ Flow and Danger Bill. Then Friday, it's the Dance Project, DJ Vern. Shout out to DJ Ray at the Fire again. It's the happy hour situation. You know what I'm saying? People come through, chill.
Kick it.
And other than that, I got a little break until December 28th. I'm rocking with my band Las Palabras. It's a band I'm part of. We rocking that boot and
Dope.
saddle. Rachel Andy's release party and Little Strike is on the bill also, so it's gonna be a nice show.
Dope.
A lot of cool people in the building. So I'm looking. It's different.
I
like
mean, most
performing with
slept
the
on to
band.
be in the building. In
Yes,
case
you
y'all was
will be in the
wondering.
building.
We'll be there.
Font Productions. You know what I'm saying? We got some things setting up. So
That's what's up.
it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be a real good night. You know what I'm saying? Like the invite filled up real quick when they put it up on Facebook. Like,
Pre-sales doing numbers.
Yeah, it's looking good. You know
I
what I'm
heard
saying?
that.
So we all gonna be able to walk away looking all right. It seems. You know what I mean?
Cuz
got a whole lot going on. We got Flyboy Friday this Friday coming up, and you're talking about Big Homie, Big Necks. Yeah,
You
I'm
just
so
called
excited.
Brody his event like
Yeah,
that?
totally.
I mean, it's
and then
it's a fly day.
let me
I
get
mean,
let me get through it, people. Let me get through it, people. Calm down, everybody. Talk
You
amongst
wasting
yourselves.
time right now.
So next Tuesday we have comedian Tiz 215 coming to the Tall Table live event at the Fire. Live event, free event, come
yeah,
through
forgot to
at the
mention
Fire.
that.
Tiz
Tall Table,
215 comedian, really funny guy, does a lot of the sketch comedies. A lot of them joints went viral. Not as viral as Teef's video that just went viral with another 4 million views.
Yo, that joint keep ciphering around like a comet. Yo, it was like, oh, yo, is that you? Every couple months, somebody hit me up. Is this you?
I think I know the one. I think I know the John.
Yeah, the Tyrone.
Tyrone,
joint.
yeah. Oh,
all
that was
right,
awesome.
all right.
I'm the first man to stand up to Tyrone for the record.
It's
though.
true.
I'm the first boy to hop up on him. Everybody else is looking scared. I don't care how big you are.
KK, what you got going on in the cave?
So this Friday is First Friday.
First Friday.
And First Friday in December is special because this is a great opportunity to shop small. Shop for
Word.
those Christmas, holiday gifts, whatever you got going on. Hanukkah just started, so it's not too late. And then on Saturday, we have the Fishtown Freeze. So over on Frankfurt Ave, we have, I think, 25 ice sculptures happening.
Oh,
We got
nice.
I'm
pictures
coming.
of Santa. And
I'm
then
sorry, I never
at
seen that
night,
like that.
we
I'm sorry.
have some cocktail crawls happening. I just saw the list. It's great. I'm excited.
That's
it's
the gin list?
It's gonna be a great night. So head on over to Fishtown Saturday, Fishtown Freeze. Look it up on Facebook. Check that out.
Word. And I feel like I got something going on tomorrow. What I'm doing tomorrow?
I mean,
I'm going to the studio with a whole lot of all-stars tomorrow night.
yeah?
Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. It's going to be lit. You know
I'ma
what I
be
mean?
in there.
Got about 5 hours, but we're going to have a great time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Probably something exclusive to play on Fly Day. But I do have Flyboy Fridays, Flyboy Radio on Glockaway Radio every Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. And we got the Fly 5 at 5. We got the Cypher and all of that. The usual. The pull-up is always chill. It's the best happy hour in the world and one of the best stations in the globe.
Also, the Fight the Good Fight EP by Irv the Villain
Word.
is coming soon. I will have a date within the next 2 weeks.
That's what's up.
It's gonna
And
be-
go
it's
out
gonna
there
come
and get that Fly-ish only mixtape, man. We dropped it yesterday. It's lit. A lot of your favorite people and some people that you should make your favorites. It's all over that pup, and it's a lot of love, man. It's a vibe.
Hey, if you listening though, right now at Marston House is the UTM pop-up cipher. So come through. It's free. It's free. That's what's
that's
going
at
on.
Marston House.
That's at Marston House,
It's
right?
free, everybody.
Take a hike.
Nah, it's around the corner. So if you listening, if you don't, if you corny, I'm gonna be the Sandman.
We could walk over
there.
Oh no, yeah,
Bring your bars, son. It's going down.
I guess that's where we going in, man. It's been another
about to find Khalil
Most
Ali,
Slept
too.
On Wednesday or Most Slept On Radio, Uptown Radio, WJYN 98.5 FM. We appreciate y'all every Wednesday. We'll be back next Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. because those are Most Slept On hours. Until then, catch up.
Thank you for listening. This is the Most Slept On Radio Show on Uptown Radio, 98.5 FM. Broad Street, we out here.
You're listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.
You are tuned in to Most Slept On Radio, 98.5 FM, Uptown Radio.